wish you good health. Today, Ukraine is imposing sanctions. Russia continues its war. In response, we and our partners must exert strong pressure. Pressure that Russia can truly feel so that they suffer losses and so that it is felt politically as well. In today's sanction decrees, there are political figures, Russian officials who work for the occupation, propagandists of various kinds who justify Putin, who try to normalize the war and normalize the occupation. We are also imposing sanctions on collaborators and everyone who works for the Russian war machine. There have already been many attempts by Russia to lie to the world about what is happening.
We have concluded that Hungary is in a situation that is significantly different from that of other European countries, and it is not possible to maintain Hungary's secure energy supply or provide affordable energy to Hungarian families and businesses if sanctions continue to be imposed on the two key pipelines from this perspective. We examined this and came to this conclusion, and then, since this is the case, we asked the President to lift these sanctions. We requested that two pipelines be exempted from all sanctions. One of them brings gas up from the south, the other brings oil in from the east, and we reached an agreement. The President made a decision and said that these sanctions would not be applied to these two pipelines. We reached an agreement on issues of nuclear cooperation. We agreed that Westinghouse will join Hungary's nuclear energy sector. This is something new. Americans have never before participated in Hungary's nuclear energy sector. Now this is happening. The Minister of Economy, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Innovation, and regarding the tone and overall framework of the negotiations, I can say with confidence that the leaders of two allied states were negotiating with each other. We did not identify a single particular issue, not even a significant one, on which the opinions of the two allied states, a larger and a smaller one, would differ, diverge, or be in conflict. So, there is no strategic difference or clash of interest between the two countries.
I wish you good health. Today, Ukraine is imposing sanctions. Russia continues its war. In response, we and our partners must exert strong pressure. Pressure that Russia can truly feel so that they suffer losses and so that it is felt politically as well. In today's sanction decrees, there are political figures, Russian officials who work for the occupation, propagandists of various kinds who justify Putin, who try to normalize the war and normalize the occupation. We are also imposing sanctions on collaborators and everyone who works for the Russian war machine. There have already been many attempts by Russia to lie to the world about what is happening. There have been many attempts to disrupt processes with the United States of America, with Europe. There is a response to everything, our own sanctions. Together with our partners in the European Union, we are already preparing the 20th package of sanctions. We expect the contents of this package to be prepared within a month, and we propose to include in the EU's 20th sanctions package those Russian legal entities and individuals who are still profiting from energy resources. There will also be an update regarding the abductors of Ukrainian children. There must truly be pressure against this global pressure. And of course, there should be much more pressure on all the schemes that allow Russian military production to operate. This is very important. Every Russian missile, every Russian drone, these are made up of specific components from other countries, specific countries without which Russian weapons simply would not exist. Work on this must be much more active. And this is the responsibility, in particular, of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. In the coming weeks, there will be new negotiations for greater support for the energy sector, primarily for concrete decisions, necessary funding, and the equipment we need. There are countries that are already helping us. In particular, these are the countries of Northern Europe. And we are also preparing agreements with the countries of Southern Europe. And from a political standpoint, such geographically balanced support for Ukrainians, support for our state in Europe, is extremely important. These days, in most regions, repair crews are working almost around the clock. Energy workers, utility services, everyone is involved, and restoration is ongoing. And although the situation is difficult, still thousands of people are involved in stabilizing the system and restoring it after the damage. The Russians have increased their strikes, increased their striking power, and are using more ballistic missiles in their attacks. This means we need more air defense, larger equipment reserves, and even more precise and prompt work in the regions. Today, I would like to acknowledge the employees of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine. They are always quick to respond, and this is exactly how the work of all levels of government should be organized, from the government to the regions and our communities. Government officials must personally be present in the regions. Maximum promptness and assistance to people for their work over these past weeks. I personally thank the employees of the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Poltava region. These are Yevgeny Luchko, Oleg Korkishko, Volodymyr Martinenko, Volodymyr Piri, and Alexander Kolyaka. Thank you. Thank you to all your colleagues as well, and also to the State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Kharkiv region. These are Yuri Patikan, Volodymyr Pidhorny, Dmytro Horin, Oleksiy Chaplihin, and Volodymyr Fedota. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who works for the sake of our state. Thank you to everyone who helps and to everyone who fights for our state as if for themselves. Thank you all. Glory to Ukraine.